What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks MLB player props video. We're going to be breaking it down, giving you guys a 4-pitcher power play to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks. As always, if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, would highly recommend you do so. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like player strikeouts, first inning runs allowed, pitching outs, pitcher fantasy score, hitter fantasy score, hits and walks, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in, get that free money offer, and start winning some money over here on Prizepicks, guys. So, got four pitchers for you. You can run it in a power play. You could also do a flex play or mix and match these whatever way you like. You don't have to always do the power play. That's just kind of what I do because I like those big wins. I think it's fun. It's a good morale builder for the community, the KJK DFS community here. But other than that, I mean, mixing and matching is always smart. So I'm just going to start to try to say that more in these videos just to let you guys know, like, you don't always have to do the power plays on these picks that I do. If you want to have a little bit less risk, you can mix and match them. That is perfectly fine. So let's talk about, I got 4 pitchers for you. We're going to go game by game as always. And the first game I want to talk about is the New York Mets taking on the Seattle Mariners. And I'm going to talk about Chris Bassitt. He comes in as a 165 favorite in this one, taking on a Seattle Mariners squad that we're really not all too worried about. Their lineup up and down. Pitching in City tonight, which is a fantastic pitching environment, pulling up the New York Mets Stadium as far as how City Field plays. See a lot of red going on, a lot of red for those opposing hitters, so it is a fantastic pitching environment, which is always going to help out. And everything lining up here. And then lastly, when you look at the Seattle Mariners as far as their K rate and the upside as far as the strikeouts are concerned for him, are a lot of strikeouts towards the bottom of the order. I mean, Raleigh strikes out 36% of the time, Ford 29% of the time, Rodriguez 30% of the time, Eugenio Suarez strikes out 28% of the time. So lots of strikeouts too towards the bottom of the Seattle Mariners order, which of course is going to add to the upside of Chris Bassitt. And for that reason, we're going to be going on over to the pitcher fantasy score, and we're going to be taking the over for Chris Bassitt on his pitcher fantasy score today, 35.5. Lastly, he is stretched out. He's throwing a lot of pitches, so he's kind of checking all the boxes for us here. 101 pitches, 95, 94, 97, 98. If he can go 6+ innings, he gets that quality start. He's gone 6+ innings in 4 of the last 5. On the last time, I only went 5.2 innings. But, you know, obviously, Prizepicks scoring, if you're new to Prizepicks as far as what we're looking for out of our pitcher, same as FanDuel scoring, so I'm very familiar with the scoring. But the pitchers, you're looking for them to get the win, looking for them to get the quality start, which is 6 or more innings pitched while allowing 3 earned runs or less. And you're looking for them to get lots of strikeouts and pitch deep into the ball game. So that's what we're looking for here. Chris Bassitt checking all those boxes, and I think he's able to pass this 35.5 pitcher fantasy score tonight. So he's going to pick number 1 of the video. Pick number 2, we're going to be heading on down to the Minnesota Twins, taking on the Cleveland Guardians here, and talking about another pitcher here in Shane Bieber, another fantastic arm. I mean, I didn't even pull up the data for Chris Bassitt, which I should have, but just to let you guys know, has a 23.7% K rate overall. It's a 22.5% K rate to righties and a 25.1% K rate to lefties. Really good ground ball, fly ball stuff. He does a good job eliminating the slugging, and then I talked about that good ballpark. And the same can be said for Shane Bieber. Has a 32.1% K rate overall with a 15% swinging strike rate. He has a 30.3% K rate to righties, a 34.1% K rate to lefties. Elite K stuff. Lots of strikeouts to be throwing tonight for a Shane Bieber. He's stretched out as well, looking at his pitch count. Over his last few performances, you can see last time he did get blown up, so he went out there, put up 71 pitches, 7 earned runs against a really talented Toronto lineup. But the time before, 105 and 100 pitches respectively, 7 and 6 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 1 earned run and 3 earned run, and then you can see 6.1 innings pitched, 7 innings pitched. So you get the 6+ for that quality start. You get the strikeouts. So once again, we are going to be going with the pitcher fantasy score for Shane Bieber. I like the over 34.5. Vegas lines aren't released yet in this game, but I do expect the Guardians to be favored by quite a bit here. If you watched my earlier video, I'm expecting that it's actually going to be Jax that starts for the Minnesota Twins, and he has some really bad numbers. So I think Shane Bieber is going to get some run support, get the win. He's going to be able to go 6+ innings. And then lastly, when you're looking at the matchup as far as how this Minnesota Twins lineup is up and down for those strikeouts that we want to be racking up to get our fantasy score boosted up, are quite a bit of strikeouts to be had. I mean, 26% for Gordon, 23% for Lewis, 26% for Kirilloff. Gary Sanchez strikes out 28% of the time. Polanco, 20%. Buxton, 26%. So a lot of strikeouts. Really, the only low strikeout guys would be Luis Arias, who's one of the lowest strikeout guys, if not the lowest strikeout guy in the league. Can't confirm that, but I know this is ridiculous. I mean, he has a 7% K rate overall. But other than that, lots of strikeouts to be had. So everything matching up here for Shane Bieber. He's going to be pick number 2 on the video today. Over 34.5 pitcher fantasy score. Pick number 3, we're going to be heading on down to the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Chicago Cubs. Zach Gallen gets to take on this Cubby squad tonight that's been striking out a ton in Arizona. He's a 161 favorite looking at his stuff across the board as far as his talent. He has a 27.3% carry overall with a 30% carry to righties and a 24.6% carry to lefties. Only gives up a 373 slugging to righties, 348 slugging to those lefties. So Zach Gallen is a very talented pitcher across the board. And he gets to take on a Chicago Cubs team tonight that just strikes out a ton. So I think that, he's once again similar to these other guys. He's going to be able to go deep into this ballgame. Lastly, the pitch count as far as Zach Gallen is concerned. Once again, a guy that is stretched out and pitching lots of pitches. Last 3 times out, 90, 102, and 92 pitches, 7, 5, and 5. As far as his innings, 6, 6.1, and 7 innings pitched respectively. So he's going deep into these ball games. He gets a great matchup. He is the favorite, similar to those other 2 guys we just talked about. Everything looking good. And the Cubs strike out a ton. I mean, looking at this lineup up and down, starting from the bottom. Vargas, 22%, VR, 26%, Hayward, 20, Wisdom, 38, Rivas, 32, Will Contreras, 28, Ian Happ, 27, Suzuki, 34% K-clip. So lots of strikeouts to be had for Zach Gallen. And the pitch count's up. I like him to go deep in this ballgame. You could go to the strikeout prop if you wanted to. It's just the pitcher fantasy score. Looks pretty friendly on all these guys, to be honest. 33.5. I do expect him to go 6+ innings. If for some reason he doesn't get a ton of strikeouts, but he's efficient, still gets the win, you can still surpass this fantasy score without needing the maximum amount of strikeouts. But I do expect him to get a bunch of strikeouts as well. So I like the over 33.5 pitcher fantasy score for Zach Gallen. And lastly, the last guy we're going to talk about, we're going to head on down to Michael Lorenzen taking on the Oakland Athletics. He comes in as a 190 favorite in the Oakland A Coliseum. Once again, great pitching environment. Pulling up the diagram as far as Oakland is concerned here for the Oakland Athletics. You can see Oakland Coliseum, lots of red going on, so it's a great pitch. It's a great ballpark to be pitching in. And Lorenzen's a heavy favorite here. He's a 190 favorite. The pitch count is way up, similar to all these other guys we've been talking about, so that caught my eye. Early in the season, we were worried about pitch count, but look at 93, 100, 89 pitches. And he gets a great matchup. The Oakland Athletics are one of the worst lineups in the league, if not the worst lineup, up and down. They have a 3.17 implied run total. They just are not good. It's a terrible ballpark to be hitting in. They offer a bunch of strikeouts, especially towards the bottom of the lineup. Christian Pache, 34% of the time. Smith, 26% of the time. Laureano and Seth Brown in the middle of the lineup, as well as Sheldon News, 30%, 27, and 30% towards the middle of this lineup even as well. So lots of strikeouts. He's the favorite. It's a great ballpark. He's stretched out. The pitch count's up there. So I do like the over 28.5 pitcher fantasy score for Michael Lorenzen as well. So those are going to be my 4 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks today, guys. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked the premium content packages, I would highly recommend you check them out. I do offer a Prizepicks MLB package, a DraftKings FanDuel MLB package. If you do play DraftKings FanDuel and Prizepicks MLB, you can get the MLB combo package. You get access to both at a discount. You get the Discord. You get all my top plays, my core plays, all of my sheets. Lots and lots of stuff. You get the starting pitcher data sheet. You get the core plays. If you're the FanDuel, you get the cheat sheet, DK core plays, high hitter stack data, splits leaderboard, team hitting data, bullpen data. The list goes on and on. So check that out if you're interested, if you're getting really serious about MLB, DFS, or Prizepicks. And wishing you guys all the best of luck on your Prizepicks picks tonight. And we will see you in the next one.